And NBC4's Olivia Fecto has been in the Hilliard community today remembering Officer Johnson, and she joins us live from First Responders Park with more. Olivia?
Well, Courtney, Officer Johnson's cruiser is parked here for the night at First Responders Park, covered and decorated with flowers. Earlier this evening, his fellow officers from Hilliard and Columbus lowered the flags here in the park to half-staff in his honor. The community of Hilliard is devastated by this loss. The sun set on a sad day in Hilliard.
We had no idea.
Chad Harrison brought his kids to First Responders Park, where they learned the news.
Yeah, we came down here to get ice cream and wanted to show the kids, the monument again, and then just heard about this.
This is a community that until now has never had an officer die in the line of duty.
And it's very sad. They give their life to the community and they love their jobs, and it's a very difficult job.
Across from the park, Odie's Bar and Grill, a favorite hangout for Hilliard police officers.
You see them around here quite a bit. I mean, Hilliard's pretty big, a tight-knit community, so I'm very heartbroken.
When April Comstock heard an officer had died, she says she waited anxiously to find out who it was.
It don't happen here. Everybody says that. When something bad like this happens, it's never going to happen in our town or our city, but it does.
For those who knew Officer Sean Johnson and those who didn't.
It's devastating. It's horrible. I feel for him and his family.
An incomprehensible loss.
Knowing that his family is hurting really bad, it's an awful feeling.
And we talked to several Hilliard officers out here tonight who said they weren't quite ready to share memories of Officer Johnson with us. They are obviously devastated by his death. Live in Hilliard, Olivia Fecto, NBC4.
Yeah, they certainly are. Thank you, Olivia. And Officer Sean Johnson's death is sadly the third line of duty death here in Central Ohio just since the beginning of this year. Danville police officer Thomas Cottrell, a 35-year-old father of 3 daughters, was shot to death in a late-night ambush as he stepped out the back door of the police station. His funeral this past January was moved to a technical college to accommodate the hundreds of police officers from all over the region who came to pay their respects. His town, his department, his brothers and sisters in blue gathered to honor his life and sacrifice. Just last month, they gathered again, this time for a Columbus SWAT officer, shot to death during a standoff with a man suspected of arson. Stephen Smith was 54 and left behind a wife and 2 grown children. Officers from around the country were there as a 21-gun salute and the Columbus bagpipe team honored their brother.
It's very humbling, and it's honestly, to be able to pipe a fallen brother home to heaven, honestly, it's the most honorable thing that we could do.
Now they must say goodbye to Hilliard's Sean Johnson, again a father, a veteran of the force, a fallen officer.
Well, the death of Officer Johnson comes just days after the Hilliard Police Department honored their brothers and sisters in blue who have died in the line of duty. This is Police Memorial Week, and Hilliard Police Chief Robert Fisher said the pain hits especially close to home after Columbus SWAT officer Stephen Smith was killed in the line of duty. The sudden loss of Officer Johnson hits home directly for Hilliard. Stay with NBC4 for continuing coverage of Officer Johnson's death. We'll bring you the very latest details on the investigation into the crash and reaction on air starting tomorrow morning on NBC4 Today and continuing coverage online at NBC4i.com.